Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we are drinking the Sauvignon Blanc Grape and Passion Fruit Sips from Parish Brewing Company out of Broussard, Louisiana. Thanks for joining us.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to All Wine All the Time, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about wine all the time. I'm Ben. There's Andy in the attic, and there's Jay.
Thank you, sir.
What are we drinking today?
We're going to Broussard, Louisiana, and we're going to have the SIPS, Sauvignon Blanc and Passion Fruit.
All
Let
wine.
us get us
All the
cracking. Time to go.
Sorry.
Andrew, are you okay?
Ooh.
Oh,
Andrew in the wine cellar.
Yeah.
What's that?
it's a little explosive, gentlemen.
These shenanigans.
If we can't have fun with our lame beer show,
This is the
where can we have
lamest
fun?
of beer shows.
Where can we have fun?
I will say the very end of it was very chunky.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Are we talking about the beer?
Yes.
Let's look in the bottom. Can you see the floaters?
Are we still talking about the beer?
Hmm.
Oh, wow. It smells like a vino. Maybe we
Exactly.
are. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel.
You've
Wow.
entered the twilight zone of YouTube channels.
Yeah. Where am I? Wait, I'm wearing a coat.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Fun stuff. Anyhow, this is our second sips, correct?
Correct.
We have one more, and I know there's more, but we've only been able to get our hands on 3. So the sips, it's a sour ale. It's fruited Berliner Weiss, specifically by Parish Brewing Company out of Broussard, Louisiana. We have done multiple from Parish, and Parish is a great regional brewery out of South Louisiana. If anybody watching this can get their hands on Parish, worth a shot. Most likely the thing you've seen is Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah, it's the most widely distributed.
Which we have not yet reviewed, which is so interesting. We've done Brain Cake, which honestly, to me, I hold Brain Cake a little bit above Ghost Machine. To me, that was just amazing. But Parish and their series, so the SIP series, and then their drive-through series with their kind of daiquiri and their greetings from their other sour series. They're just a fun brewery, and I want them to keep doing that because I haven't had a bad thing. Then they have their standards, their cane break, their wheat ale. Then they add a little bit more to it with the strawberry cane break and others. But I digress. Back to the sips. This one is Sauvignon Blanc grape, so a wine grape, and then they also use passion fruit to make this beer.
Which I can taste both. I mean,
yeah,
it's interesting combination and mixture. This would be fantastic to have, if you're sitting on the beach or somewhere, for sure.
Like how they put made with 100% real fruit. True that, because it smells like a fruit. So it's 4.8% ABV, and that aroma, it smells like a wine.
Mm-hmm. That's the attire. I mean, we're here for an evening winery.
Yeah, it definitely
looking lovely.
Has a great aroma off the top there. And I'll say that this is one there's a bottle shop here locally that has some draft beer. They seemingly always have one of the SIPs on draft. And it's great to have, because if you come in there, like when my wife and I will go up there, right? My wife is really more into wine than she is to beer. She'll have a beer. She likes beer, but she'd rather have wine. And this is kind of a great alternative because they don't sell wine at that store because of state laws. But it's definitely a good option for the SIPs. If you find yourself in a bottle shop or a beer store where they have this is a good potential option for those that may not like beer as much as they do wine.
I just want to also commend Jay on looking like Mr. Throwback, early 90s, late 80s,
I gotta go
Fort
for my
Lauderdale,
Miami
type
Vice look,
corporate Fort Lauderdale. That's the look I'm imagining.
I think you're just jealous, honestly.
That was actually the next statement that was going to come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I want to steal that look.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I mean,
You are looking delicious.
I'm guessing that Jay would probably be willing to trade some of your hair for the jacket. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a guess.
I will get some scissors out now.
It's all gone.
You jerk.
Sorry, Ben. You just look like somebody went to a wedding and it was at the end of it, and you took off your tie. It's like, can we go home now?
Yeah, now I've got to come and drink wine with you, jerks.
Church stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
It's all right. Andy makes me blush.
I make it more than that.
All right, moving right along. So who has had this one before?
I have not
Jay,
had this one.
You haven't had it? I've had it. I thought Jay
I've had the other the one we had previously, the strawberry and Pinot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had this.
It unfortunately, the distribution for Parish to North Alabama is very limited. There's only a couple of places that I can get it, and they only have one SIPS, and it's the same one over and over again. Of course, I buy it all as many times as I can, and then
The strawberry one.
it's actually the strawberry. So it's the strawberry and the
Whoa.
Pinot.
The Pinot and the
Pinot
black currant.
Noir, and no, I don't get the black currant.
Oh, that's the Pinot Noir black currant one. That's the one we're doing next.
Yeah, that's the one we haven't tried, but we had the strawberry and the Pinot Noir, and it's really good. All everything I've had from Parish, like you said,
that was the Cabernet and the Cabernet, and the strawberry.
Yeah,
the Pinot Noir is with the black currant.
Right. And then we, like you said, we've done the landmass. I've had several of the drive-through series. They'll get those. They had the drive-through Tiger Blood up here.
Tiger Blood, man.
It was delicious. They have one that another of their IPAs, Nova Vert, which is pretty common here.
I forgot about that one. Yeah.
But Ghost in the Machine, like you said, it's the most prevalent. Several of the bars, restaurants, tap rooms, they'll have Ghost in the Machine regularly on tap. So I
that's
don't know.
Their award winner and the one that they're known in publications, from across the U.S. So
well, and they get a lot of press from it because it's such a high ABV and it's a hoppy IPA that people love. I mean, it's really good. Yep. So
it's one that I think a lot of people search out too. If you're in the kind of the craft beer community, if you will, it's one that a lot of people that may not be in our region go and search. Like we go and search. We have the Hetty Topper from Vermont a while back. It's one that Jay was able to go and get, but it's not. Likewise, it's not something we can easily find here in our area. I think the distribution isn't quite statewide or
Right.
nationwide.
Yeah, it's more regional or limited
Right.
to certain areas, and I get it. But no, I'll jump in and rate this one. SIPS is fantastic. They do a great series with these. This one is a little on the the whiny side, if you will. But the passion fruit does a really good job of offsetting it in some ways. It's very fruity and tart. It's sweet. It's not one that I'm going to sit here and have 4 or 5 of these. I can't do that. But just to have a nice, refreshing beer, I really enjoy it. I think I've got to go with an 8 on this one.
Yeah, I'll jump in and go next. I think that like Andy said, everything that I've had from Parish has been not only interesting, it's been good, and even the things that, like a Ghost that, and we'll review it at some point, but it's a little bit maybe not in my favorite style of beer. It's still a good beer and a great beer. But I think they have, they are kind of one of those breweries that really kind of push the envelope of what's supposed to be in a beer, and the SIP series is the perfect example of that. And I think it's a fun one to try, a fun one to have in your fridge when you're looking for something just a little bit different. It definitely is very sweet, but it has a great flavor, and it's overall a great beer to try and grab if you see it. I'm going to agree with you. 8 was my number as well on this one.
Well, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it, because when I picked it up, I couldn't remember what I rated it when I had it the previous time. And I think the previous time I had it, it was in the middle of a flight, and I knew I liked it, but I couldn't remember exactly what I rated it. But standing true to all the SIPs, all the series of SIPs, it's just such a high quality. You got the sweet, you've got the little tart, and yeah, it's fruity, but still a beer, still a good sour. And I too agree. 8.0 for me. Can't go wrong with it.
Solid.
Yeah, and there's, to add a little bit to what you said, all of those parts there, nothing is overbearing. Nothing overpowers it. It all blends really well. So it's not it's not too tart, it's not too sweet. It all mixes well and produces.
And it's so cool how they could do that with the other wine grapes, the Cabernet Sauvignon and strawberry. So they take a wine grape and a different fruit. And so when in the future we have up and coming the Pinot Noir grape and the black currant, y'all will see it's completely different look, different taste, but it's still sour and still awesome. Good job, Parish, man. Keep it doing.
That is going to give us an 8.0 flat for the Sauvignon Blanc and Passionfruit from SIPS. You got something to say there?
It's from Parish. It's in their SIP series.
It's the SIP series from Parish.
Okay, thank you for that add in there. We cannot say enough about Parish. If you see them in the store and you've not had a beer from Parish, you better grab it and let us know what you think about it. They are overall a great brewery, and we'll definitely continue to review their beer in the future. We definitely will have another SIPS coming up soon because it's in our inventory currently. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell. Check us out on social media. Come join us on the Wine All the Time Discord. Link is down below in the description as well. For Andy in the attic and Jay, I am Ben with Wine All the Time. I don't have a
Cheers.
funny wine like cheers thing. So cheers, mates.
Cheers.
Cheers, mates.
Bottoms up, mates. Actually,
Bottom-
you misrepresented us. It's fine all the time.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.